Luke for Shaman TV, joined by Chris Millington, so a 1-1 draw. What are your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, horrible first half. Reminiscent of some of the worst games we've played this season for intensity and tempo. And listen, Eastleigh weren't much more at it than we were. They just were a bit more at it, and therefore they created more of the chances and got the goal. So, but second half we came out and we looked much more like ourselves. Created some really good chances. Rob Harker's had a couple of fantastic chances, which on another day he puts away, but also needs praise for the way he's created them. He's taken the ball under control in some difficult positions, so well done to Rob. And then you're just delighted that they got the goal at the end for the fans, for the players, for Sam Johnson. But everybody deserved that. I think the second half performance deserved something out of the game, and where we're at and what the lads have done as a whole in the last few weeks. They deserve to see the season out with this unbeaten run. So yeah, really just over the moon with the way it all panned out after the second 45.
As you mentioned, obviously Eastleigh maybe with a slightly better at the first 45. Town with chances, but Eastleigh certainly with the more clear-cut ones.
Yeah, we had some good possession, we had some good territory, but we didn't really hurt them. We had loads more set pieces, we had a good number of corners, without really testing the keeper, and they hit us on the counter a couple of times, and we were, sloppy play on our part really that created the opportunities and led to the goal as well. So we were very disappointed with that. But yeah, overall, dead pleased with the way it's finished, because it was important for this group to experience that unbeaten run. And in some respects, it was probably important to experience having to come back from what was a deserved 1-0 deficit at half time. So who knows, we might have to do that in the trophy final. Gateshead always start fast and score goals early, so that might be an experience we need to call upon in the trophy final to go on and win it. But dead pleasing to go into that final in healthy form.
Of course, came out a lot better in the second half, had more of the possession, more of the chances. Then of course the injury to Festus Arthur.
Yeah, Festus. He's it doesn't look great for the lad. So our hearts go out to him, and we'll know a little bit more by tomorrow. But it's a shame, because he was starting to get into the game, and as a whole, the players were starting to do well at that stage of the second half, and then you get a serious injury, a long break in play, and you worry that the tempo is going to just go from the game and that momentum is going to swing back, but it didn't. The lads managed to maintain that high tempo and keep creating chances and go on, and I don't know how the goal went in and who scored it, but I'm just delighted it did.
Well, talking about the goal, it was Rob Harker again getting on the end of it, able to convert home for it, to keep up his good form as well.
Yeah, and good number of goals, and I've banged on about this all season, and I'm glad that he's finally proving me right. He is a finisher, he is a goal scorer, he is dangerous in and around the box, and his goals to minutes ratio is right up there for a number of minutes played to goals scored is very good. So pleased for him, and really pleased that the boys got that. Who knows who might not play in an Halifax shirt at the Shea again, and to finish in that fashion is really important.
Of course, with that late goal, it meant both Sam Johnson and Joe McDonald end the season with 17 clean sheets. Yeah, and
that seems right, really. It would have been unfair, I think, on the balance of the season had Sam not earned that accolade, because he deserves it, and the lads do as well, because there's been an awful lot of good defending done by the team in certain games where we've defended from the front particularly well. My mind goes back to Solihull away, where we were just outstanding, and it was the front three that defended phenomenally well. So it's an accolade that the team share, but rightly Sam Johnson is the one who'll get all the attention.
And of course, obviously, no Manny Diaz-Uruguay in the squad today. What was the outcome of the appeal, if we've had that yet?
Yeah, no. Well, at the moment, it's still unclear as to what will transpire with Manny. But yeah, listen. Manny's an important part of this team and deserves the credit for where we are as a group at this stage of the season. So he's a vital part of the squad, and deserves to be part of any success that we have.
Of course, that brings an end to what's been quite an up and down league season for us this year.
Yeah, I think I've not seen it yet, but I believe we've finished in the top half of the table, just about, which is great. It shows the potential of the group. It shows we can be up there. We've competed with and beaten some very good teams. The disappointing thing is we've not competed with and been beaten by some teams that we shouldn't have been beaten by. So that's what we've got to focus our energies on next season, is maintaining our good form against the top half teams and improving our form against the bottom half teams, and there's no reason why we can't go ahead and do that and finish in a much healthier position next season.
Of course, one more game left to play, and that's in a few weeks' time as we travel to Wembley for the FA Trophy final.
Yeah, and just delighted to finish the season the way we have, because it would have been disappointing to have come off the back of such a good run with a 1-0 defeat at home. So, really pleased to make sure that we maintain our unbeaten run going into the trophy final. And yeah, listen, we've got a lot of work to do this week in terms of getting prepared for that and making sure that the 2 weeks running into it are used really wisely. And that's where our energy and our focus will turn now.
Thank you.
Thanks, Luke.